What's up, everybody? Matt here with OddsJam, data analyst for OddsJam, here to give you some NBA player props for today. So using OddsJam, hopping on the platform to find these awesome, sharp, mathematically profitable player props. So let's get right into it. The first play that I'm going to lock in here, also my favorite play of the night, so not going to hide this one or save this one. Trae Young over 26.5 points, minus 117 at Caesars. So this is an awesome play for math reasons. We can chat about it. OddsJam calculates the no-vig odds, the OddsJam perfect line, to be at about minus 125, just above minus 125. We can go ahead and round down to minus 125. And Caesars is offering it to us at minus 117. All in all, equating to a profit margin just above 3%, like 3.13%. So I locked this one in. I put $100 on it. Trae Young over 26.5 points. So for my $100 bet, I could figure to profit like $3.13 on this play. This percent can also be viewed as your profit margin. So I threw a lot of stuff out there at you. A couple things to clarify or explain in a little bit bigger detail. Number one is how these no-vig odds are calculated. It's not some secret formula that's not transparent or anything like that. They're pulled from the most accurate sports books in the world at pricing odds. So OddsJam back-tested this information, back-tested previous betting opportunities to come up with this determination. So it wasn't just like, anecdotally, we've heard that X amount of sports books, these X sports books are the sharpest. No, it's been back-tested, confirmed over the course of time. And it's a formula that's always evolving, always changing based on the most recent data. So it's not like, back in March or whatever, we back-tested the betting opportunities, came up with the formula and said, okay, this is the static formula for how we're going to calculate the perfect line. No, it's evolving if one sportsbook gets sharper over time, if one sportsbook gets less sharp over time, or maybe one sportsbook starts to, for whatever reason, doing a really good job at football, baseball, basketball, whatever. So it's always updating to make sure that it's always pulling from the most recent, sharpest sportsbooks. So if you look at this from a holistic view, basically what we're saying here is the sportsbooks that do the best job at pricing odds are saying this should actually be priced at like minus 125, right? Just below or just above minus 125. So we're gonna scan all of the different sportsbooks, right? We're pulling millions of data points at all times and just pulling examples where we can get more favorable odds than the no-vig line. It'd be like if you're buying a stock and every reputable stock exchange has Apple stock at $350 a share. And some exchange, whatever you use, you can get it at $300 a share. You would want to take advantage of buying that stock. It's the same thing with sports betting. It's taking advantage of markets that have mispriced lines. In this case, it's Caesars. And then what I like to do before I think about placing a bet, just look where every other sportsbook prices this market. So we can ignore Underdog and Prize Picks because those are daily fantasy sports companies. They have the same implied odds for every single play. Look at the sportsbooks that do price plays individually and where they price it. Pinnacle, minus 147. Pinnacle is the sharpest sportsbook in the world, given the heaviest weight towards these no-vig odds. DraftKings does a pretty good job specifically with player props. Prices this at minus 145. PointsBet at minus 140. And then if you view this event page in a new tab, it pulls up where every sportsbook is pricing odds for this play. So you just type in player points, and then we scroll down to Trae Young. We can see if we look, where is it? We see that other sportsbooks actually price it a point higher at 27.5. These other sportsbooks include BetOnline, which is another very sharp sportsbook. So BetOnline and Pinnacle are given two of the heaviest weights. They both heavily favor it going over 26.5 or have it priced at 27.5. Either way, it's an awesome play. So there's a lot of things in favor for this Trae Young player point total going over 26.5. Now, Trae Young loves to put on a show at Madison Square Garden. Not that we put really any emphasis on that at all when we're placing bets, but if there's anybody that's going to want to show up in MSG, it's Trae Young. So this is going to be my first and my favorite player prop for today. $100 risked on Trae Young over 26.5 points. The next play that I like that I'm going to lock in here is this Harrison Barnes under 1.5 made 3-pointers. No vig odds that OddsJam calculates has this at about -135, -135.5. This case, we're getting it at BetRivers / Barstool / TwinSpires / Unibet has it at -130. So all in all, equates to a profit margin of a little bit lower, 1.77%, 1.75%, around there. And look at where the other sports books price it. So it's not quite as big of an outlier compared to every book than the Trae Young one is, but it's still a really good play, and still a really good play specifically to the books that we care about, right? Pinnacle, -171, has it the most favored at -171. BetOnline, -159. DraftKings, -160. We do see FanDuel and PointsBet have it a little bit closer, but not really, at -140 and -146. Still, and more of an outlier than closer to the BetRivers line. Mostly FanDuel, PointsBet's a little bit closer, but all in all, another good play here. Harrison Barnes under 1.5 made threes. And then the last one that we're going to lock in, just put a half unit on this one for a plus money play. Nikola Vucevic over 1.5 player made threes. Plus 138 again on BetRivers / Barstool. And the three sharp books, Pinnacle, plus 116. BetOnline, plus 118. DraftKings, plus 115. And then we do have two books that price it closer to the BetRivers line. Again, it's FanDuel and PointsBet. So again, not as big of an outlier as this Trae Young one, but still a really good play. So I still definitely recommend hammering it. Vooch over 1.5 made threes, plus 138 at BetRivers. And that's going to be it for my three NBA player props. So I got three for you guys today that I recommend tailing. If you're tailing any and all three, comment and let me know. But that's it. So appreciate you guys watching, and have a good one.